Hello and a good morning, good afternoon and a very good evening to you. Good and wonderful people of the tube. Hope you're today, hope feeling grand and all as well in your world. People of the tube, we have another guitar to fix up here. I've never heard of a Gibbs Oi on. Gibbs on. Gibbs Oi. That before in my life. This thing is, as they say, a wreck. Now, people of the tube, here's the guitar body. The body's actually very, very nice. Someone's attempted to relic it, and yeah. Anyway, enough said about that, the better. I don't know what this guitar is. But we're going to fix it, and we're going to make it work again. Somebody's stripped the neck. They did a really, really bad job of stripping the neck. They've taken out bits of the heel. Like, oh yeah. Can anyone spot what might be wrong with this picture here? Yeah. I think it might be very obvious unless your eyes are upside down. That's wrong. Yeah, this thing has been modded badly. Which is a shame because it's an extraordinary gorgeous looking guitar. Well, it will be by the end of it, YouTube. We will restore this back to its former glory and get it actually playing again. Because it doesn't at this point in time. Just to give you an idea of how bad. Everything sitars because the nut is knackered. Well, it's not knackered, it's just low. Someone's cut it too low. Somebody's tried to relic the pickup covers. In the process, scratched down to the brass, like the brass covering there, which is very, very annoying because you can't come back from that. Yeah. Someone has put this really, really crap Bigsby on there, which it doesn't do anything. Or you can't lock it in places. Listen to this. So it's like a drop tuner that you don't want. At least it has a roller bridge, so you know, small mercies. But that is coming off, definitely coming off, and we're gonna restore it back to its original stop tail. You can see the holes are still there. The neck itself isn't too far gone. Like I say, they have stripped the back of the finish off the neck. Not particularly well. I mean, look at the mess. Lord. It would have. It looks like it's had like multiple machine heads on this thing. There's no identifying marks on the headstocks. The headstock's actually split. If you can see there, just next to the really bad fake Gibson logo, the headstock's actually broken there, and it comes down here. I don't think they reamed out the holes for the new machine heads. I think they just drilled them out and broke them. They've also made the headstock. Excuse me. Smaller. They've recarved it to try and be like a Gibson headstock, and as a result, like the machine heads are really, really close to the sides, and we've lost the side binding completely on both sides, which is a real shame. And I say, for some reason, there's a Gibson logo here, which is kind of like an embossed kind of gold one, and there's a Gibson logo underneath. We'll be excavating that today, people, and finding out what's under this black paint. And I say the Les Paul silkscreen is not a silkscrreen. It does have the bell, which we'll be keeping, but we'll be modifying. I say these are real Grover machine heads, which blew my mind because I expected them to be fake-os. We've had change of pickups as well, but I say change of pickups. I don't know what was in this thing to start with. I don't even know what the guitar was. These are Tone Rider humbuckers though, so that's a win. The select switch feels good. I don't know what it is, but it does work. And it sounds amazing. These pickups sound amazing, and the guitar really does sound good. But it needs help. It really needs help. And again, like, there's so many things wrong with it. Also, it was always this colour. It was this kind of like faded burst colour, like a lemon drop. Because if you look here, you can see the original shine from the lacquer around the bridge and the tailpiece here. So it was always this colour. It's not been re-thinned or anything. They got a bit carried away with the sanding right there, though. Oh, I don't know, people. I really don't. These pickup rings do not fit. They are, like you can see they're bulging. They don't fit. We need to get better pickup rings. I don't know what this guitar was in the first place with YouTube. To me, if I was to put my money on anything, I would say Tokai. I would say it's a Chinese Tokai Love Rock Les Paul. Could be wrong, don't know, no idea. You never know, we might find something under that headstock when we do some headstock excavation. But I guarantee you, people with you, that this is not going to be a one-part video. This is going to be I would say 2 or 3 part video to get this thing right. So without further ado, let's start ripping it to pieces, because what I'm going to do today, well, we're going to excavate the headstock and get rid of that stupid logo, because, you know, it's not that, so we don't want that. God, I don't understand why there's 2 either. There's a logo there and a logo here. That one's like a decal, and then this one's like an embossed kind of like higher up one, but you can see it's just stuck on top. So we're getting rid of that. I don't know, people with tube. I really don't. We're getting rid of this stupid thing as well, because it doesn't even work. It's been mounted well. They did it well, but good lord. But like I say, the top itself is actually really, really, really nice. You can see like there's a bit of flame to it. I think it's just a veneer personally, because if you look here on that bit where they've sanded too far, I think they've gone through it. I don't know what kind of construction this thing is really either. I looked at the pickup and then put it back in. I wasn't really paying attention. I was saving it for the video. So anyway, people tube, let's get on with this thing. Let's get these strings off. Let's get that Bigsby. Well, it's not Bigsby, it's a Fako Bigsby. And somebody scratched off this. And I bet any money they scratched that off. So when they sold this thing, I could go, oh, it's a real Bigsby. I just lost the logo. Anyway, without further ado, people tube, let's fix this thing up. Let's get this thing back to playing condition, because I reckon this is going to be a really, really good guitar. It's just going to take a bit of work, and it's going to take more work than normal. Somebody's tried to make it into like a 59 kind of spec guitar, but failed. And also, check out the angle of the humbuckers, because they don't fit on the pickup rings properly. This one's not so bad, but it has got no movement. This one is just stuck at all the wrong angles. Anyway, let me get you on a tripod. We'll get rid of the tailpiece, and we'll get rid of the strings as well, because they're rubbish. And let's start again. Okay, people tube, stupid Bigsby is gone. That's how the shot I traded pickups. So yeah, the Tone Rider AC2N there, which is the ends for the neck, and this is an AC2B for the bridge. So we do have Tone Rider pickups. There's a lot of mess under the Bigsby, and it was done okay. It just isn't the best. But yeah. It's funny though, I don't know if it's faded. Look at that. I mean, who knows? I mean, it did have cherry burst at some point, but this is the actual colour though, because you can see the original, well, the original lacquer there. I don't know, people. I don't know what this is. Again, look, you can see. I don't know if this thing's faded. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I really do not know. But again, you can see the top here. It's a very, very cool looking Les Paul. Like the burst is, the flame, sorry, is really, really nice. I guess be very, very careful sanding this down, because, well, there ain't a lot of it left, sadly. There really isn't. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, people, to you, I'm just going to try and neaten this up as much as possible. Get rid of the remaining glossiness, and try and kind of like take it down to like a more like this kind of finish, like a satin kind of finish, and just do that. I might need to go to B&Q at some point to small, to be honest with you, get a new sanding block. Somebody put foam bleeders on it, unless they're original. I don't know. I doubt it highly. I I thought as much. So in here, in this hole, is the earth wire, and I said this when I got this guitar. I don't think this guitar's earthed, and it isn't, because the earth wire's in there, and it should be earthed on one of the furrows that goes inside, and it isn't. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe if I get my light. Come here, light. We need your assistance. Yeah, there we go. If I can get it at right angle for you. I can't. There we go. You can see inside the hole, there's a hole with a lead coming out of it. That's the earth wire. And so this guitar was not earthed, so that's not good. No wonder well, I say that it didn't buzz too much, but it wasn't the best. Anyway, I'm going to keep disassembling, and we're going to get on with some sanding on the body. I also need to sand the sides. I need to sand the back down as well, so it's all homogeneous. It all looks the same. It seems to be my word of the day recently, homogeneous. I don't know why I keep using it so much. I might try and get these out, actually. I need to find a bolt that'll fit in there that's bigger, so I can pop these out. It'd make it easier. I'm going to pop all just the electronics, like the switch and the pots there. I'm just going to undo them and just pop them into the cavity. Actually, that's the point, actually, for YouTube. It'll give us a chance to have a look at what's inside this cavity here and see what the electronics are. Let's do that now. Okay, here's something for you, people with YouTube. You can see it has got a maple cap. You can see that there. Quite a thick one. And then you can see where it joins onto the body. Yeah, it is definitely maple cap, mahogany body. It's not a long neck tenon. It's got a neck tenon of some kind, but it's very, very diddy. There's also some kind of writing there. I don't know what that is. This confuses me though. I mean, you can hear it's raised, so I don't know. I don't know what this was. Is there anything in here? No, that's just as is. Yeah, nice neat routes though. Anyway, okay, people tube, here we go. So this is the cavity here. So obviously we have changed out humbuckers. Look at the state of this. You can see it, I won't focus in, there we go. So that's the coil tap lead. That's just random like there. I mean, they're on, they work, but we're gonna just have to do something with that. That's just ridiculous. It's the original mini pots, so 500k pots, I don't know. The switch though is different. This is a switchcraft, as you can see there. So somebody has changed out the switch at some point to this thing. That's not standard, and they've cared enough to heat wrap the connectors. This guitar is a contradiction, people with YouTube, because at the same time as it looks like no one gave a crap about it because it's just really ratty. There's certain bits like the switchcraft jack and certain other things that just like make it look like it looks like it's. I don't know. I'm confused. I really am. I don't understand it. I love the upside down and backwards Grover machine heads. It's absolutely fantastic. We need to get them off actually. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so machine heads are off. They are real Grovers. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, these Grovers are actually the good ones. They're not the fake knockoff Chinese ones. You can always tell as well, people tube, by the tulip head. Well, whatever this is, it's not tulip head. The kidney bean on top. You can see how fat that is, and how it kind of like comes out on the sides, whereas the fake ones are flat, and also they don't have any weight to them. These are actually substantially heavy. Managed to get the nut out, got the truss rod cover off as well. There's that crack, you can see that crack there, look. I don't know what to do with that one. I can't get it. I don't know. I'll have to try and get some glue into it. I wish they hadn't sanded the headstock because we've lost all the binding down this side. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Or were they thinking at all? But yeah, we're going to have to get rid of all this horrible black paint. I mean, the good thing is it just literally just scrapes away. You can do it with your finger. But, yeah. Anyway. So we looked at electronics. I think it's time to do the lovely sanding job. Yay. And there's all the bits and pieces people that I've took out of this. Yeah, I just want to sand it down to get rid of like, but look, you can see this is the original finish. I want to make it just like as, I don't know, uniform as possible. It's going to be very, very hard. because there's scratches galore. I mean, look how scratched up it is. The cool thing is, I reckon if I do it with like 600 grit, wet and dry, like really, oh, I just realised they put 2 holes in, so it's not quite a snake bite on this one. It's like a triple snake bite. The snake that had 2 fangs on this side. But I reckon if I do it like, say, like 600 grit or 400 grit, like really lightly, wet and dry, just go over it as best I can, make sure all it goes in the right way, and then I can use like a buffing compound on it, and hopefully just make it look a bit more nice than it does. I don't sound very confident, people on YouTube, do I? It's because I'm not. So we're going to do what we can do. Anyway, let's get on sanding time. And I'm not going to film that because it's boring. You're just watching me go, oh, look how... You don't need to see that. Anyway, I'll be back once I've kind of got the top to a point. Okay, so here we are, people tube. So I've managed to get the finish flat. No more scratches, no more horrible bits, just nice and smooth. It didn't take too long. But on sanding it down, you can really see what's happened to this guitar. So it was a cherry burst Les Paul at one point. So like my Epiphone up there, it would have been like that. And somebody sanded it down, and these bits are where they haven't been able to sand all the red and the amber colour away. So you can kind of see these bits here, and this is what they've done. And this is kind of like the undercoat, really, of the cherry burst. It's quite cool though, because it looks like it's faded away, but it hasn't. They've sanded it off and left kind of like, you know, what they couldn't. But anyway, it's all as nice as I can get it. The top now. Now I need to do the back. I need to do the sides. And I need to do the headstock as well. A bit more neatening up yet. We're not even halfway. And then once we've got all that done, we can do some excavation on the headstock. Shouldn't take too long. I just want to get it kind of matted off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Danish oil it, and that'll look really nice. I think it'll give it back its orange kind of hue, because at this point in time it's kind of gone white from the sanding. I've also tried to do something with the pickups, because they were just a mess. I've just tried to there's not much I can do with them, to be honest with you, YouTube. Somebody sanded through the top layer there. I've just tried to make them look a bit neater, because there was like swirls on them and just not very nice sanding things. So I've done just, I don't know, I haven't done anything really that's any good, but there we go. There is a temptation to remove the covers altogether and just have them as exposed coils, but no, at this point in time. Also, Poochie, I'm gonna buy some new pickup rings, because these ones are knackered. So I'm gonna order some new pickup rings, and we'll get them on. I'll get some M69 rings as well, the high wall ones, because I like them better. The neck also I need to sort out. It's been refretted, I think, and we have got a bit of fret sprout and a bit of roughness going on. There's an entire bit of the neck heel missing. You can kind of see there, it kind of divots in. And yeah, the frets are kind of okay-ish, to be fair with you. They're not the worst I've seen, so they're okay. So at least small mercies. Couldn't get these out, but it doesn't really matter about those furrows. I've gone around them, and yeah, it looks nice. It feels nice and smooth as well, apart from obviously the dints and chips that somebody's put in. But that's fine, I don't care about that either. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this has come up. It didn't take a great deal of sanding either to get the scratches out. So it's really nice now. Like you can see in the light, all's well. There were some particularly nasty scratches down here that I had to get rid of, and you can kind of still see the remnants of just there, which were a bit too deep. But other than that, I'm really happy with that. And like I say, once I've kind of buffed it up and sorted it with Danish oil, like you won't know. So, on to the back, more sanding afoot. Watson, let's go. Okay, Mystery Les Paul is completely sanded now. So, sides are done, back is done, that's all the electronics moving around. Done the headstock as well, done the neck. All is happy, apart from the neck heel, which I need to do a bit more work on. But I'm not after perfection. This guitar is never going to be that anyway. You can really see the lines in the original finish here. I quite like it. It's kind of like ghosty things. Right, Poochie, we're going to move on to this thing now and try and sort this mess out, because it is a mess. I don't even know. I'm just going to dig in and get going with it. Let's find out what happens. Mystery solved! It's a Fibson! Okay, PeopleTube, there we go. So, Gibson logo gone, Fibson logo gone. You can see the remnants of the Gibson one down here. Look, there's a bit of les. I'm going to leave it like that. I really like the way that looks. If I turn the light off, you can see it better, actually. This is plain black. It's got some chips and dints and dents. It's got wear around the side. That'll stay the way it is. And sanded the back off as well. You can see where the old machine heads were. They were like the cheap Chinese ones, but it's had a couple of other ones as well. You can see multiple machine heads. So we need to fit Grovers. Do they sit flush? Yeah, they sit okay. So we need to obviously drill new holes. Because of the state of the headstock, I might leave all the holes unfilled because I'm lazy, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. As I say, this is only episode 1. I do need to do this bit a little bit more. I don't know. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't think you'll see that. At this point in time, you can see it's kind of like really kind of like satiny. It's kind of got like almost like a white sheen on it. That will go away once the Danish oil kicks in. The neck is really nice now. They tried to reshape it. I don't know what they were trying to do with the neck, but yeah, they tried to reshape it. It's a nice bit of wood. It looks like mahogany, so it probably is. I don't know. I just don't know what this thing was to start with. You can see there's like this neck block here is different to the neck. It's sat on top of that. We've got a scarf joint up here. Like I say, they have sanded and reshaped the headstock. It's very, very skinny down the sides. As a result, we have lost the binding, which is very, very frustrating. But another thing as well is that Fibson logo would have been lacquered. That Fibson decal would have been under the lacquer, and then somebody's spray painted over the lacquer and then put that Gibson gold logo on it. And the lacquer is what helped it peel off. So this is the basically black spray paint on top of... Is there a bit where you can really see it? Yeah, you can kind of see it here. So you can kind of see there's the lacquer. And then there was the black spray paint on top of that. And that actually helped me strip the headstock. It was really easy. I was just able to use a craft knife with the flat tip. And I was able to just scrape it off and get rid of it and make minimal damage to the headstock. It's all right, but it's sanded down now. It's flat. It's nice. It's happy. So yeah, now I'm going to do PeopleTube. I'm going to Danish oil it and watch it come back alive, because at this point in time it definitely is not alive. Also, I need to definitely hoover up after this. Look at all the bits though. It's just absolute chaos. But yeah, we're going to Danish oil it now, and I'll show you on the back what it does, because it just brings everything back to life and it acts like a very kind of like light lacquer. It's super cool. There's bits of this stuff everywhere now, and it'll bring it back. It'll bring back the kind of like the redness. Also, the plates were white. Somebody spray painted them black, so these were white at one point. I'm not going to do anything with them. I quite like the way they look at this point in time. So yeah, let me get the Danish oil out. I'll put you on the tripod and I'll show you what's going on. Yeah, I found out that Danish oil works really nicely with this kind of stuff when I was doing the Gretsch and also some other guitars. Like I did a vintage V6 Icon Greenie, and found that Danish oil works really nicely to bring back kind of like stuff. And it also acts like a lacquer because it's an oil, and it wears and it looks really pretty. And the top's stuck. And just so you know as well, this is what I'm using. So it's Colron Danish oil in Canadian cedar. The Canadian cedar is really cool as well, because it's got this kind of like orangey look in the first place. It looks like real lacquer, and you put it on and you can immediately see the difference. Yep. It's so addictive, this section. Doing this PeopleTube is like, it makes all the horrible sanding so much better, because you're just like, all of a sudden you see it come back to life and you're like, ah, it's so nice. And it will stay this. It will stay like that. It won't go back to that weird kind of white kind of sanded look. It really won't. And a really cool thing about the Danish oil as well, if there's any scratches that you can see, the Danish oil goes in and it disguises them. Doesn't get rid of them, but it hides them. So it makes me very happy, because it looks like I've done a better job than I probably actually have. But there we go. And you've got like a satin finish then, which is very nice actually. I could actually add even more of this stuff, and it'll come to like a semi-gloss finish. But I don't really feel that's where this guitar wants to be. It wasn't where it was when I got it. Obviously the back was full gloss, which was a bit weird, and the sides were full gloss, but yeah, not anymore. So that's the first part. Should we look at the front? Should we do the top, people? Let's see what happens to the top, because I feel this could be quite interesting to see. Can you see? Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, so yeah, just brings it back to life. Looks stunning. I'll tell you what, people of YouTube, like I say, Danish shows up scratches, and you can see it. I've done a hell of a good job on the front, if I do say so myself. I don't know how I've done such a good job, but I'm very, very proud of myself. That's really, really good. Let me get this tape off, because I can't just have a strip of the horrible weirdness. We're not having that. That looks fantastic. It's given it even more of an orangey kind of like, you know, faded burst kind of look. I really am happy with that one. And it takes like seconds to get it on, seconds to dry, and on you go. And I've probably substantially shortened my life by sanding this thing, but all's well. Good Lord, people of YouTube. I hope that came across really well, but that is proper, very nice looking. Turn that off, I don't need that one. That is really cool. That is really cool. So I'm just going to do the sides now. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Ooh, I'm bonking things around fine. This part is addictive. This is the part where I'm like, can this last forever? Because this is fun. Like I say, just seeing everything come back alive, seeing the red come back and stuff like that is so cool to see. Me very, very, very happy. Okay, people of the tube. We'll just pause the TV. That's a good start. Okay, people of the tube. So we are stained off. So we've done that. We've done the headstock. I've sanded the board, although some of the frets are a tad sharp. There's a bit of over sanding there by somebody. I need to sort the frets out a little bit, just the edges. Other than that, I think we should be fine. It did play okay, regardless, because I was able to play it beforehand. What to do now? So yeah, here's the sides. I'll show you the sides. So, come on, focus in. Well, there's the back. You can see the sanding lines, but again, I'm not fussed about that. It's never going to be a museum piece, this guitar. I can tell you that for true. Anyway, unless I like get a #1 hit and die, then it might, and I record it on this guitar. But yeah, I reckon this is a Chibson. I've changed my initial assessment. I reckon this is just like some kind of Chibson. It was a cherry burst Chibson that somebody got, modded, changed the headstock, put that Gibson logo on it. Then somebody got it afterwards and put Gibson logo on it. Somebody kind of then sanded the cherry burst off, and yeah, took it down to whatever this undercoat is, or yeah. That's basically my theory. So now what I need to do, people, is I need to find a bridge, and I need some furrows, and I need a stop bar tailpiece for it. And I also need to condition the fretboard, but that can come in a bit. First off, let's see if we can find bits of this. I have my bag of parts here, a load of tunematic stuff in the back there, so hopefully some of this should fit. Woo! A job is a good one. Okay, but I found some pickup rings. Are actually matching, then actually fit the holes better than these ones that don't match. You can see by the colour of the originals. Well, the originals. These ones that are on it. They're not matching, and the neck pickup one is actually bigger than the bridge pickup one, so they're not going back on. That bridge pickup one is, well, sorry, the neck pickup one is flimsy. Anyway, I found these two. God knows what they came off at some point, people do, but these actually fit way better. So I'm gonna install them ones instead. So we have a bridge in, we have a tailpiece in, we have the electronics in. I want to get a poker chip. I really want a poker chip. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put these pickup rings on. We'll see if they fit. I do need to get the Grovers fitted as well at some point. This can just, like, you know, get in the bin. I do want the strap button though. Come back. I need the strap button. You're not having that, Bigsby. Not Bigsby, fake thing. You horrible creature, you. It's just tat. It's just awful. The spring that came with it as well is, like, so hard that you can't even compress it, so you can't do anything with the spring. Like, so it just doesn't work. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'll keep it for another day. You never know. That's the rubber washer for that. Anyway, I'm gonna get these pickups installed in the guitar, and we'll see where we are then, people. Duke. It's looking like a guitar. Good lord! I'll tell you what. I expected this to be a couple of videos. Like, I really did. I thought the sanding was going to take forever. It was going to take me all day. It's only took me about a couple of, like, maybe about 2.5 hours. I really thought it was going to take a long time. You never know, people. Tube. This might be a one part. If it says part one, then it's not. But let's keep going. Let's see where we end up. Problems ahoy. So the pickups don't fit at all. The pickup rings match the holes, but the pickups do not fit at all. So that was what was going on in the first place with this one, people with YouTube. Is like there was just something blocking it all, and that's what it is. It's the pickups. I don't really understand what the deal is there, but something we can't figure out, I'm sure. But for now, I'm hungry. I need dinner. But I reckon it's gonna look like a rather pretty looking guitar. Yes, rather good, yes. Okay, people with Tube, I've discovered what's wrong with the pickups. Yeah, the cavities, normally on the neck pickup cavity on the Les Paul, there's a little shelf here of wood. The bridge pickup don't come back all the way, and it's normally to accommodate this part of the pickup ring. That isn't there. So when you put the pickup ring in, it sticks over the neck. So it needs the cavity extending backwards. It needs this bit cutting out. And same goes with this pickup as well. The cavities are wrong. Unfortunately, I do not have the tools to be able to do that. I don't even have a Dremel where I could just Dremel it out. So, and I don't think I'd want to because I just don't trust myself enough. So I'm going to send this to give this to my local luthier who sorts out my guitars, and let him sort this out for me because I can't take it any further at this point in time due to tool limitations. So this is going to be a part video. I've got hiccups all of a sudden because obviously I pressed record and all of a sudden I can't talk. Anyway, other than that, people with Tube, I think this guitar is going to look rather nice. It's going to look cool. It really is. There's a temptation to do something like this and relic job it. You know what I mean? But I don't think I will. Because I've got the vintage for that, and I don't really need another one of them. But I would like to get a poker chip. I need to fit the Bigsby. Sorry, we definitely don't need to fit that. I need to fit the Grovers. Also need to fix the headstock, which I'll probably get my luthier to do for me instead. Then I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, like I say, it needs some sorting that I'm just not got the skill. Well, I could probably do it. It won't be very neat and it won't be very tidy. It's just better. It's better. Basically, it's better if somebody who knows how to do this stuff, like, you know, route things neater and nicer, does it for me. Because if I do it and I mess it up, then, you know, that's catastrophic. Whereas I know he won't mess it up. So I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to take it to him at some point this week. And yeah, so that's the end of part 1 on the, well, I still think it's a Chibson. I think it's a Chibson that somebody's modded, maybe. I don't know though, because it does. I mean, the top is very nice. I mean, look at the flame is really, really nice underneath. I still think it's just a veneer. It's not like a flame top. It's just a veneer, but it does look nice. It's really pretty. Like there is a substantial amount of movement in it as well, which means it's not photo flame, which is very, very cool. Like in certain lights, some of it goes away, some of it comes back. It's very, very cool. But yeah, I don't know, people. You let me know what you think this thing is, because we do have a rosewood fingerboard as well. Like I say, it's a shame whatever it was from the get-go, it has completely been lost to time, because there was the Fibson logo underneath the Gibson logo under a load of paint. And again, this headstock's been reshaped and sanded and all sorts of other stuff done to it. So who knows what it was originally. I mean, it could have been an Epiphone for all we know. It has been definitely refretted, and the frets need looking at. It's another thing I'm going to get my luthier to look at, because again, I could do that, but he's a genius and I'm not. So I'm just getting him to do it and make it as nice as possible. So it needs the pickup routes enlarging, it needs the fret sorting, it needs the headstock re-gluing, and it needs a Grover's fitting. And yeah, so I'm going to send it off for that to kind of be done, because again, like I say, it just kind of exceeds, well, exceeds my ability and also exceeds the tools I have to work with here. I don't have enough stuff to actually make it work, but I'm really happy with it. So, like I say, it'd be nice to get some Strats to fix up for once in a while. It's always Les Pauls at this point in time, but it is whatever comes this way, and it just seems to be this thing right now. But this is a very, very pretty guitar. So yeah, people, if you let me know what you think it might be, or if you know what it is, please let me know in the comment section below, because I have no idea. You know, I really wish they hadn't wrecked the binding on the headstock. That's such a shame. That is such a shame. I don't know. Oh, he needs a new nut as well. Probably get that fitted. I'll probably just give him all the bits and get him to assemble it for me and get it done right, because some of it, like I say, getting these fitted properly is beyond my ability. I just can't do it. So I don't have the tools, and to be honest, I don't really have the time either at this point in time. So anyway, but yeah, let me know what you thought. What your thoughts on this one, people with YouTube, because it's a very, very pretty guitar. And again, I like the fact you can see, like, well, not so much actually when the hardware's on, but you can see it used to be a cherry burst, and it's been stripped down to this. And like I say, this is an undercoat. I don't know. I literally don't know. I am sat here pondering, and I do not know. Anyway, I'm gonna let you get off, people. Thanks very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vid. Like I say, I'll get back to you with part 2. Part 2 should be it finished. Because like I say, I'm going to give it over to my guitar luthier, and he can sort it from here, because like I said, I just don't have the ability or the tools to do it. It's a bit beyond me. So and I'm willing to pay to get it right, because it is a really good guitar. Really, really good guitar. The pickups, the tone riders sound amazing as well. And there was a temptation to rip them out and put them in another guitar and just have this as like a husk. But there's always that thing of, are they going to sound as good in another guitar as they do in this one? Probably not. I don't know. I really don't know. But I've had that before, though. So anyway, it's all going wrong today with my ability to speak. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what I do, please consider becoming a patron at Patreon. Links to that description box below. I can't speak anymore. This is catastrophically fail, this one. Hair. Maybe eyes water. I also have a guitar course. Links in the description box below, as well as my links to my band Red Giant and all sorts of other good stuff. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. I'm going to go and choke myself to death, because obviously that's what I seem to be wanting to do today. And yeah, see you again. Let me know your thoughts on this mystery Les Paul. And yeah, hopefully one day we'll get some kind of, like, you know, beaten up Strats and beaten up Telecasters and beaten up different guitars instead of just Les Pauls. I love Les Pauls, but my gravy lords. Moving on. See you again. Thank you very much indeed. Have a great one.